freezing up again.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Heaven does this. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Sorry, folks. Bear with us. Well.
Growl.
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm. So I have a area. Good evening, everybody.
Hi.
It's Wednesday night, aka Hump Day, aka the night after. Here Beyond the Airways, the Infinity Project. Yeah, it's Wednesday. It's Warzone Wednesday with a little bit of a twist. It's the simple fact that, of course, it's the night after the election, and most of us had a pretty good idea this was not going to be decided last night. But we're going to try our best not to talk about it too much.
But we do have to talk about some of the results
That's
because
true. All
some of
right.
the
Hey, let's
shit.
do the weather report first, because I
Oh
haven't heard
yes.
anything about that
Oh
other
yes. I don't know if you
tropical.
heard. Etta is causing problems in Central America, and guess what? It's gonna rear its ugly head in Florida.
Oh, just what they need.
Yeah,
Did I really fucking predict another one?
I think you might have.
Unfortunately, yes.
All right, but anyway, let's do the intros first. I'm your host for tonight. I am Oddball Extreme. I'm currently joined on line by three of my crazy cohorts. First, we have our master and creator Frodo. Hello, Frodo.
Yep. Hey, how are you guys?
That's good. We also have. Oh, I see, Mike. Hi, Mike.
You
Hey, I
made
just got
it.
home.
Cool.
Just got home.
Awesome sauce. Anyway, we also have our resident Joker, Mike. Hello, Mike.
Hello, good evening, happy Wednesday.
And we also have Spirit Spotter Tim. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening, my dear.
And we also have the pin in Trump's rectum, Janet. Janet.
Please don't kick us off Twitch for this.
Oh, I
Doubt
don't
it'll
think they
happen.
will. But if you get a penalty, let me know.
Okay. It's like, you've been
Hello,
down.
everybody.
Yep. All right. So anyway, we got that out of the way. But yes, guess what? We got a problem again. And I thought, it's like when Amanda Curran put up the thing last week. It's like, no, the Gulf of Mexico's closed. Get out of here.
Well,
Well,
guess what? Somebody tore down the somebody tore down the close sign, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Meanwhile, here it's been about a week since Zeta came through. Oh boy, I still see that one tree on that one street. I mean, I see it uprooted and everything. It missed the house completely.
all right. So, are we gonna get the radar up on Twitch?
Yep, I'm working on that right now as we speak. Bear with me, growl. Well, at least we can do this.
I gotta say,
Okay, hang on. It's taking this time popping up.
that's fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is live radar. It's like, is it live or is it Memorex?
So, I gotta say, I hate when how often I've been right this year.
Yeah, because look at this. Here's where it is right now, and this is where it's going to end up being right here. But fortunately, there is a little bit of good news. It's going to be a tropical storm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the
That's probably the
thing,
good news.
but the fact is this, okay? I said when I saw what Etta was doing, that was gonna likely do some wonky shit.
Yeah, it
Well,
could be.
you know what? We're getting an opposite problem.
What's that?
Trying to bring our temperatures down about 30 degrees.
Oh,
We're getting a cold front up and down from the Pacific Northwest.
oh wow.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
You know what?
Needless to
I'll
s-
bet you anything. Ed is probably singing "At Last."
Oh
What,
my.
what do you mean at last, Etta?
Oh
You
my.
know Etta James.
Yeah.
Get it now?
anyway, as you can
Okay,
see
gotcha
by
now.
the radar, the track of the hurricane, the ETA,
Mhm.
it's gonna do kind of a reverse S shape, which is kind of weird. And
Yeah.
like I said, I didn't know if this would happen, but
Looks like it is.
it looks like it's gonna bounce out. And we knew it was gonna bounce out a little bit, but
Mhm.
we didn't know the level of which it would bounce out. And
Yeah.
now it looks like my prediction may have been right, where I said, what was it, Monday,
Uh huh.
that Havana might actually be under the gun.
Mhm.
And yes, it looks right.
Hey, I think
Eh,
I found the source of all the Tabasco sauce. This
Go.
the state of Tabasco in Mexico.
Yeah.
but yeah, it's confusing how it's working, but
Mhm.
a
Yeah.
let me just go through this year, just so that everyone who has been paying attention can be surprised, can tell me that I'm freaking crazy, because I
And
feel,
yeah, well, tell me if I'm freaking crazy. Look at this. California is practically covered in wildfires.
yeah,
And look, there's even one here in Bama.
yeah,
And
there's,
where?
Over here in eastern Alabama. Looks like it's right on I 85. Yeah, that figures.
Isn't I-85 the way to Atlanta?
Yeah, mm hmm. You see,
so
there's Etta
anyway,
here, there's something here, and I know the Philippines got hit hard. Oh, yeah, here it is.
um, do guys
Mm-hmm.
fact check me. Let me see how many times I've been right this year. So, first hurricane that we started predicting, I predicted kind of where it would go, right?
Yeah.
It's every single hurricane, tropical storm that we've had this year,
Mm-hmm.
I've pretty much predicted, haven't I?
Yeah. Okay, by the way, Sajo's in the chat room. Hey,
Hi, Sajo.
Sajo!
I see you, Sajo. How are you? So, I'm I'm gonna say this, and I don't mean to sound conceited, but I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry, Gulf Coast, that I was right so often.
Yeah, but there's a possibility that same cold front that's got Janet could be coming, may come this way this week, and they could actually steer Etta out of the way too.
It can, yes, and that's what I'm hoping for. But it's still, I still feel bad that I predicted so many hurricanes and where they would land, and ooh,
Mm-hmm.
and
The only thing predictable about the weather is its unpredictability, guys.
Unpredictability.
it usually, yes, the only thing predictable about the weather is its unpredictability. And then you got me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You want to know something? Maybe all of these hurricanes and melting glaciers and stuff will open Orange Face's eyes.
That won't happen.
It won't happen, especially since, as we're sitting here right now, I am looking at current results, and yes, the election is not over. It
Nope.
is still going.
Yep.
But
The fat lady's warming up to sing.
but the fat lady is warming her voice up, but it's not over yet. Um the Here's the deal. Electoral votes are what matters when it comes to presidential elections.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who's followed this stuff knows this.
Mm-hmm.
Electoral college is the um hold on. The electoral college is an institution brought in by the constitution.
Mhm.
Okay, and basically every state gets gets votes equivalent to state uh how many representatives and senators they have in Congress.
Mhm.
That means the minimum you can have is 3.
Right.
There are multiple states with just 3 electoral votes. One of Montana, Wyoming, San Diego, South Dakota, North Dakota.
Maine?
Yeah, Maine I think is one. No, Maine has 4.
Oh, okay.
New Hampshire has 4. Vermont has 3. Rhode Island has 4. And then the last one that has 4, the last two that have 3, Alaska and I think Hawaii has 3. No, Hawaii has 4.
Okay.
Okay, so we have like 7 states throughout this country that have 3 electoral votes, and that's it. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm not saying they don't matter because they do, but the fact of the matter is that's how the thing is. Now, if you take all the senators and all the congressmen in the House of Representatives and the Senate, we have, let me think here, 270.
535.
Yep, 535, which means that the magic number to ensure that you win the White House is 270, which is half of it. Okay? Now, Trump right now has the possibility of getting 20 electoral votes uh from Pennsylvania,
Mhm.
13 from North Carolina,
Mhm.
and 16 from Georgia. Can someone please do some quick math while I'm
Yes, I
doing
can do
this?
that. Now let's see. Trump has how many right now?
214.
Okay. Now let me see. How now? Give me those three numbers one more time, please.
Pennsylvania,
Mhm.
20.
Okay.
North Carolina, 15.
35,
Uh, Georgia, 16.
51. That will put him at 269.
So, and Biden is literally 6 away.
Mhm.
He has one state listed as very possibly his,
Mhm.
and that's Nevada.
Mhm.
Nevada has, guess how many electoral votes?
11.
6.
Exactly 6. If the map leads out the way it looks like it will today or this week, it looks like we could have the closest presidential election in the history of, well, almost in the history of America. I think we had one where it had to go to the House of Representatives,
Mhm.
but it is literally so close right now.
Yeah, and here's the thing. A lot of people want to do with the electoral college. Now, I'm going to do this on both sides of the aisle. I mean, I would agree with that because it's antiquated and it's outdated. However, the reason why they have it in the first place, because think about it. California and New York are probably by far the two most populous states in the country.
New York has 29 electoral votes,
And
and
California's got 55.
Cali has 55.
Right.
Also, Illinois has 20 because of Chicago.
hmm
Florida, I think is
29.
29. Yep.
And I mean, if it went to the if the electoral college gets removed, and I'll explain, it's a tougher process than you think. Um, you have if without that, it probably be Democrat winners all the time. Not saying
Gotcha.
but but the only problem is if you want, it's like you said, this thing, you know, like look back in 2016, Clinton had the most popular votes, but it didn't matter.
There was not enough electoral votes.
Right, exactly. And the only problem is, if you want to get rid of the Electoral College, someone's going to have to introduce a constitutional amendment because it's in Article 2. And it was, I believe it was updated in the 12th Amendment. So actually, in order to get rid of the Electoral College, you'd have to make a constitutional amendment repealing the Electoral College. And that,
Oops,
unfortunately,
I
takes some
forgot
time.
something.
Ooh.
So,
Oh,
Tim, are you okay?
no,
Little bit of a hurt.
What
it
happened?
hurts.
Uh-oh. Alright. Alright, Tim, take it easy, alright?
I am now.
Okay.
Oh, that hurts.
Ooh.
And nothing I want to discuss on the air.
No problem.
Fine.
Está no problema. Alright, well,
Uh-oh.
Alright, so anyway, that's the update on there because yes, Ada's gonna be trouble, and at last, this thing's gonna be a troublemaker. So,
I also think we need to make mention of state races, but let's wait for that until Tim gets his thing done.
okay.
My thing done. What are you talking about?
You said you wanted to say something.
No, he
No, I
was in
didn't.
pain. He was in
I
pain.
was in pain.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted something. Okay.
No, no, no.
No, I was hurting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, there is a way you can help make it better. But I'm not gonna say it on air, but you know what it is.
Yo, I
Hey, I
think I
know
know.
what it is.
I did
Tim.
too.
Tim.
We
What,
know
man?
we know what it is. It's a joke between me and Tim. It's all good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No, 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 not that. The other thing.
both of the things.
Yeah, so that's a good guaranteed way to help me feel better.
All right. Yeah. Well, actually, there's something I'd like to talk about. The fact, what I did yesterday as a poll worker.
Well, that's fine.
Mm,
Can we do that in a moment? I
yeah.
just want to
Mhm.
make mention of a couple important things,
Okay.
specifically in my state. Let me ask Iowans, and I'll say former Iowans because I'm also wanting to ask this of Tim.
Yeah, because I until I'm just a few years ago lived in Iowa myself, and I'm literally right on the border with Iowa anyway. So usually I see what's going on over there as well as over here.
So I want to ask, how stupid are fucking Iowans lately?
They are so brain dead stupid that they reelected a senator who knows nothing about the state she represents.
yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's the same way here.
Okay, so to explain the situation to those that don't know, our state had a Senate election this year, and the people up for election were Miss uh, Joni Ernst and Miss
Teresa
Teresa
Greenfield.
Greenfield. Also, we had a couple others, Rick Stewart for the Libertarian Party and Suzanne Herzog for the no party designation. Um, I just want to ask Iowans, what the fuck were you thinking re-electing Joni Ernst? I'm sorry. You, Joni, if you ever listen to this show and want to complain, I'm going to say this right now. What the fuck kind of crack are you smoking supporting a man like Donald Trump who exemplifies everything most Iowans I've ever talked to hate? And that's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's not lying.
I believe it.
Okay. Iowans do not, in general, like people who cheat on their wives. Iowans in general do not like people who have no fucking backbone or no fucking brain cells to make a decision on their own. While some will say, "Oh, that's that's Abby Finkenauer you're talking about." No, I'm talking about Joni Ernst. She has literally rubber stamped everything Donald Trump has wanted, including damaging the infrastructure in our state for for ethanol.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for those that don't know, when you go to the pole to your gas tanks and uh you see certain gases with an ethanol logo on them,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
a lot of that ethanol that you're getting is exported from Iowa, from the leftover bits from when we take corn off the cob and the plants themselves. So the corn cob, the stalks, the husks, the silk, um, all that stuff is ground up and used to make ethanol.
Mm.
Okay, and ethanol is a corn alcohol. So, with that being known, a lot of Iowa's money comes from selling ethanol. It does. We also sell soybeans, corn, um, hay, whatever else agricultural you want. Pigs. We have more pigs in Iowa than we have people by a factor of about four. There's like 20 million pigs in our state as opposed to about a little under 5 million people. And that's not a hyperbole.
And there's JJ in the chat. Hey, JJ.
Hi, JJ.
So, what I want to know is why Iowa, why Iowans did you do this? Why did you choose the absolute worst possible person for our state? And why, why are you so glad about it? Like I can't even fathom it. And that scares me because this is a woman who is happy with trying to destroy social security. This is a woman who is happy with taking away women's rights to choose.
Mm.
Tell me, do you guys agree with me?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like it's like in my state. We're gonna be heading back to the basement now that unqualified Quitterville actually won, and it was a blowout. It was like 65-35.
It, and I'm not trying to belittle people, okay? So please don't get that impression. I'm just so utterly shocked. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Utterly shocked and dismayed at it. But anyway, I'm gonna be here, but I'm gonna mute out. If you guys want to have a discussion about our stuff, go for it.
All right, cool. All right. So anyway, you guys probably know I was a poll worker for the first time ever yesterday, and boy, I mean, I will tell you this right now. Try it at least once in your life. See what it's like on the other side of the coin, because it's really interesting. Because I'll tell you this right now, just because it says 7 to 7 doesn't mean you're going to start at 7 a.m. and end at 7 p.m. Oh no, yesterday I was there at 6 a.m. I did not leave there until almost 8:30 last night. because we had
14 and a half hours.
yep, because two of us had to go outside, set up the vote. You know those little vote signs with the directions on it and such. We had to set those up. There were a couple people that were responsible for what they call the poll pad, which is an iPad with some special styli. I believe that's the right plural for
Styluses.
stylus.
Let's
Yeah.
put them as styluses
Okay.
just to keep it simple.
Yeah. But anyway, we had to use that. And I'm so glad. I know for the longest time we were still stuck looking through logbooks trying to find it. We finally got rid of it. Seriously, we got rid of it. We used the pull pad. Now, for our tables, we had to use plexiglass. Of course, of the pandemic and such. But basically we would scan the back of their driver's license, to get their information. We let them verify it. Hit accept, sign at the bottom, hit done signing. I put initial the thing, submit, and it prints up a little receipt saying, "Yep, it's been confirmed. It's the right person." And the next person, he basically tears the ballot off carefully. I screwed that part up a little bit, I admit, and and they give the ballot to the voter. And for the most part, I will tell you right now, everything went smooth, despite the fact the line was long outside. But I didn't have a clue because I never went outside at all. I was inside for practically the whole time.
Hey, Shirley,
Yeah,
we saw you with a plastic visor
yeah, a
and
face
your
shield,
Thunderbirds would go
mask.
face
Yep.
mask.
And believe it or not, after it was all said, after the thing was over, someone actually asked me about the Thunderbirds. So I was like, "Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime." She said, "Have you ever heard of the Umbrella Academy?" I was like, "Yeah, it's on Netflix. I've only seen like bits and pieces."
What
So
is the Umbrella Academy?
it's like a group of superheroes, but it's like they also attend school, kind of, sorta.
Okay.
I've never actually. I've watched bits and pieces of it, so I have no idea. Yeah, but throughout the day, I was greeting people, and I was actually having a good time doing it at the at the desk. I'm saying, "Hello, sir. How are you?" They said, "I'm well, thank you." Um, I just I was
For the
greeting.
most part, that they were people. They were pleasant people. They weren't jackasses.
No, not a single one I had to deal with. Now, I should tell you, the station I was at, there was one bit of a problem. Yeah, it was at 6 o'clock, and let me explain. I had no clue until one of the others told me because the station has, let's see, there's the voting area. Let's see, this is actually a church. It's got a kitchen over here, and then on this side there's like the entrance and exit and the help desk. Now I was over there. I was over the kitchen area eating. I did not know this. There were two idiots who refused to wear masks.
Oh,
Okay, now they were told to go to the help desk, and they were getting upset, saying, "Oh, it's our constitutional right. We don't have to wear a mask." Blah 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 blah. It's like
The
if that's what.
Constitution says no such thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they were the only two. Other than that, we really had no trouble. Some people tried to vote at the wrong location. The poll pad picked that up.
good thing.
Mm-hmm. And the poll pad had picked that up. I mean, overall, I think
On a scale
between
of
the between the
one to 10, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your experience?
I would give it at least 9.5.
Okay.
Yeah, well, somebody did ask this question. Why is it there are no shifts for people? What if someone works, say, 3 to 11 or something, and they can only work maybe 6 to 2. You know what I mean?
Well, that is a legitimate question.
Yeah, that is. I think it should be brought up because asking why can't we have shifts? That way, people don't.
That way, people don't get overly tired.
Right, and there were some elderly people as well, so. Oh, that was a little bit concerning. But, they kept up, and so did I, thank goodness. And I'll tell you this right now. If you ever want to try to volunteer as a poll worker, Do it at least once. Find out what it's like on the other side of the coin. Because for me, I was so fascinated by the whole experience. But I will tell you this: if you decide to sign up, you have to take at least a seminar. Of course, this year it's the webinar, and you have to take a course that you just have in person, but this one was online, and you got to pass, and then you get the letter saying you are officially a poll worker. But I will tell you, do not think that it's going to be a 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. job. Oh, no, 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 no. You have to be there at 6 a.m., help get everything set up properly, and then, go through the day, blah, 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 blah. Now, I will tell you this: we had a pretty good run all day long. Then by about, by 6 to 6:15, we had no line at all. That was shocking.
Good.
I was
Oh
thinking,
wow.
I
Yeah,
was
good or
think,
bad?
and the way it was good, it was kind of shocking because I was thinking, oh, we're gonna keep this going all day long, all the way to 7 o'clock, probably past 7 o'clock. Nope. We only had 4 people that were still voting when 7 o'clock came, and that was it. Nobody else came.
Well, that's a good thing. But I
Hmm.
want to say right now to anyone who thinks that I'm being a disaster speaker because of certain things going on, I'm sorry if you think that way. But the fact is this: everything we've seen regarding certain people who are in office goes to indicate that they will affect everyone in a negative way
Hmm.
and excuse it because, oh, it's the will of the people. No. The will of the people is to have comprehensive and clear methods for controlling coronavirus.
Hmm.
The will of the people is to have equality.
Hmm.
The will of the people
Right.
is to have a president and a Senate and a House of Representatives that we can be proud to say represents our country.
Yep.
And I cannot say that right now as the things currently stand before the election.
Hmm.
What do you guys think?
You're right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. You were talking about Joni Ernst. Here, Tommy Tuberville won by a landslide, 65 to 35. So guess what, folks? You guessed it. My state will be heading back to the basement.
Which scares me for you. And no, I'm not trying to talk bad about
No,
you.
no, no, no. You're fine.
Actually, Tuberville is actually a double whammy. Not only are you going back to the basement, but you've also elected somebody who's known to quit on his job.
Hmm.
That's a double whammy.
Hmm. I want to I want to say this. If hypothetically right now, if Trump somehow wins the presidency,
Don't say that.
Whoa, easy, Janet.
Easy.
Just say
I,
that it's a hypothetical.
Hmm.
it is a complete hypothetical, but I'm saying it just as an in case. If
Hmm.
Trump wins the presidency, I actually think I may try and run for president myself.
Hmm. Well, let's put it this way: anybody unqualified seems to be winning lately, and maybe who knows? Richard Shelby said he will not be seeking re-election in 2022. It's like, all right, count me in.
You know what Trump said? If he loses, he'll leave the country.
Hmm.
I'm hoping he loses so he'll leave.
Well, he's one state away from losing, so I say
Hmm.
bye.
Yep.
I agree, but like I
Oh,
said, if some type of miracle happens and he litigates himself back into the White House, I My wife is going to kill me for saying this on air, but I've been seriously thinking about it because of everything that's gone wrong in this country since Trump's been
Mm-hmm.
president. And I can't just stand by and do nothing anymore. And if people are interested at some point, and if Trump does get elected, let me know and I can tell you what I want to do in that office.
Mm-hmm.
Cuz I think everything I would want to do,
Mm-hmm.
I seriously think the vast majority of America would like to see.
Hopefully that includes making an example out of Trump.
I'll wait and see. It
Oh,
could be.
trust me. If I were to get elected, I would I would order an immediate investigation to every business practice Trump has ever done and all of his dodging of taxes and everything and force him to pay at least what he owes, if not more.
I say we empty his bank account into the country's coffers. Then we'll start knocking down his properties one at a time
How
Mm-hmm.
about this?
until his debt to America has been paid.
How about this? Instead of knocking down his properties, eminent domain them.
Yeah, there you go. Eminent
Mm-hmm.
domain. Start with Trump Tower in New York, so he doesn't have a home.
Oh no,
Then
he
Mar-a-Lago.
he moved.
Mm-hmm.
He's no longer living in in New York supposedly.
This is the first I'm hearing of that.
He switched his voter registration from New York to Florida.
Okay, then just reverse those. Mar-a-Lago's the first one to go. Bye. Now you're homeless. Bye bye, Trump Tower.
Mm-hmm.
One after another.
Or to add insult to injury, take Trump Tower and convert it into a facility for the homeless. Because
Oh,
there's
good
got
one.
to be a lot of homeless in New York.
Mm-hmm.
There are. How about
There
this? How about this? Since the tower is so tall, right?
Right.
I agree with you on that aspect, but we can do more. Trump Tower is not just a place for the homeless. Trump Tower would be the former Trump Tower, as far as I'm concerned, would be a place for anyone who suffers from disabilities in New York to find a safe place to go that will not discriminate.
Mm.
How about for the abused,
That applies too.
the
them too.
domestic abuse victims?
Mm-hmm.
I
Domestic
know.
abuse,
Domestic
physical,
violence victims or
yep, all of it. Trump Tower would be the perfect place for that because A, it's in the middle of the freaking city. So that would mean logically that people would be able to get where they need to go.
Uh huh.
And then B, because of its central location, you can easily get the services you need. So let's say someone has a drug addiction problem. Okay, we have a separate floor for drug addiction. Does that make sense?
mm-hmm. Yep. Good.
Now, I'm not saying I'm going to run yet. Okay, I am saying if Donald Trump becomes president again, I'm putting serious consideration into
Mm-hmm.
it.
Okay.
And no, I would not be a part of the Dem party, even though I am registered as a Dem. I would probably bring back a party from the 1900s. You curious which party I'm talking about, Shirley?
I'm curious.
Woohoo.
Uh,
By the way, if you see me dozing off in and out, it's because I'm still extremely tired. I still had to do two appointments, which both of them were bust, by the way. And
Oofta.
let's just say I am still overly tired.
Well, the what was I was gonna ask?
hmm
What was the question I asked you guys?
uh, are you giving the mind web when such and such recent announcement?
But yeah, if if Trump becomes president, I'm seriously considering it, much to my wife's anger.
hmm
How are we gonna afford it? But uh the party I'd be working under would be the old school progressive party.
hmm
And uh as my Veep, I'd have to choose someone really good. But yeah, I'm not trying to be hyperbolous. I'm not trying to be bullshitty. It's just some thoughts that's been crossing my head.
You
So
thought you'd share them.
and
hmm
because of the fact that how shitty this country has gotten for people A with disabilities, B who have who happen to be on the LGBTQIA spectrum, and C how marginalized so many people feel
hmm
because of Mr. Trump.
hmm
I is this is that's the only reason I'm even considering it.
And maybe, just maybe, we could get the BLM, the blacks, to talk.
Oh
You
no.
know,
If I become a president, Janet, Black Lives Matter isn't going to need to be a thing because any fucking time a police officer shoots someone, if there isn't a 16-page report sent to the FBI on exactly why the shots were taken, that officer will go to prison for life.
you know,
hmm
because
Am I wrong about that though?
no, you're not. The because that's the problem in this country. He has divided us so fucking much.
He has, and that's what I'm afraid of.
You know,
hmm
he has just divided this fucking country into pieces, not just in half or in quarters, but in pieces.
And that's what scares me because I, as opposed to a lot of other people in this world, and this is just an honest statement here, it's not trying to be better than anyone or anything, so please don't take it that way. I honestly think a lot of people deserve a chance. Everybody deserves an opportunity.
hmm
While, yes, it may make sense that if you don't do anything, you don't deserve it, still, there's a lot of situations in people's lives that make it difficult for them to do stuff. Example, for me, it can be sometimes difficult to deal with stuff because I do have major depression, according to my doctors. And it does affect me. It really does.
I believe it.
Okay? And anyone that says that someone with disorders like what I have can't be president, excuse me, people have a lot to offer. And I personally believe that I have a lot to offer this country if I chose to be president. However, I will say now that I've never been in the military because I can't be in the military.
Hmm.
Anyway, I totally agree with you.
Yep, I do too. Because,
We need to straighten up this planet really, really quick. Because if we don't, we won't have a planet left for our kids.
yeah, exactly.
Won't have a planet left for ourselves.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not officially announcing it until after the election is complete.
Good, I agree.
But as it stands right now, it looks like I won't have to.
Hmm.
Everyone, cross your fucking fingers. But I will also promise to be one of those presidents where people like one reason that people seem to like Trump is because he said what he thought, right?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Any fan of our show will tell you firsthand that there's one thing I don't lack. And what is that one thing?
Hmm. It ain't paranormal stuff, that's for Tim.
The balls to say what's on my fucking mind.
Oh, okay.
So, while yes, I might be vulgar at times, I don't think I'm as bad as Donald.
Mm-mm. So I don't
But
think
yeah,
I don't think I'm as bad as she is either. He is. What I said she for?
Oh
Question.
my.
so anyway,
Yeah, it's like I'll tell you something. When I was doing the at that table yesterday, um, I had a guy. We got a guy sitting next to me just for the whole time. He didn't do anything. It was fine, no problem. And then he took a break, and I had another lady come help me out, and I said, just give that receipt to him. She said, him.
Oh my.
And I'm gonna give you one last thing, and boy, and I posted it last night in the chat, but for people who don't know, I was starting to walk up, and I see this sign. It's upside down because it's I can really understand that, but it was supposed to say closing. It says closing checklist. When I was coming up at it, I thought it said closing chicken.
Oh my.
Yeah, that proved I was super tired. And speaking of tired, Janet.
I am fine. I'm just giving everybody a chance to talk because I don't have anything to say.
Oh,
I am awake.
okay,
well, well, here's my question.
okay.
Hypothetically, if my hypothetical situation does happen,
Hmm.
who in this call would vote for me?
I would.
I
I
would.
would.
I
I
would.
definitely would.
I
Because
sure as hell would.
you do not mince your frickin' words. You
Uh
let them have it with both barrels.
huh.
And I
And my
bet I bet your first promise to the nation would be you would hunt down Donald Trump and lock him up.
Yep.
yeah, after everything he's done to our country, he deserves nothing less than our best to make sure he learns his fucking lesson. Oh wait,
Yeah.
he can't learn a lesson because he doesn't have brain cells.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, Sandra said
There
I
are
would.
other things he
Sandra
doesn't
said I
have
would vote
too.
for you, Frodo.
I appreciate that, Sanjo. So I at least got 5 people that would vote for me.
Yeah. Okay, can I be your vice president?
Oh yes.
That would be a dynamic combination for president, vice president.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm not announcing anything yet, but
Uh huh.
keep an eye on the keep an eye on those electoral votes.
Yeah, because let's put it this way. Like I said, to be able to repeal the electoral college, it would take a constitutional amendment. So it's like,
And I'd probably push for a constitutional amendment because here's the thing: our technology now is so advanced, we
mm-hmm,
could do a direct democracy
mm-hmm,
in
it's true.
everything.
Oh yeah. And personally, here's what I wish we could do: get rid of the two-party system.
and get rid of the electoral college.
Mm-hmm.
2016 showed us exactly why the electoral college does not work.
Yeah.
2020 is showing why it doesn't work, but it's starting to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
Yeah, but like I said, there was like very little problem at the at the polling station yesterday, and seriously, it's a great experience. Try it one time, and hopefully it. I mean, hopefully for the rookies, it is not a trial by fire like I had to deal with yesterday. but
Um,
it was definitely worth it. It was definitely worth it, and I will do it again.
I actually I didn't get to do it this year, but I'm thinking about doing it next time just
That's
because
fine.
honestly,
2020.
2022, yeah. I'm actually hoping next year we get rid of our idiot in the governor's mansion, but based on what I saw for today for our state this year,
Hmm.
I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah. Let's see, I do know this. The next big race here. There's probably gonna be two of them actually. Who's gonna replace Richard Shelby, since he's retiring, and the governor's race is also in 2022. So, but as a real Republican, I apologize to the Alabamians who voted so hard for Doug Jones. Of course, some people are gloating in the victory, including probably that one guy, but at least I blocked him, so I don't have to worry about that anymore.
He's just a sorry Trumplican. That's all he is.
Yep.
He's not a real Republican.
No.
So, throughout our episode tonight, I have been monitoring the elections, the electoral college, and nothing has shifted. Okay, we are still looking at 264 Biden, 214 Trump.
Mhm.
So I just want to make sure everyone knows that that's where we're sitting. Sorry if you think I'm being over political today, Mike.
It's fine.
Yeah, because let's face it. I mean, it's the night after this crazy election 2020. And I'll tell
It's
you,
fine.
yeah,
I'm just busy working on the YouTube page.
that's
What
fine.
are you doing on the YouTube page?
Probably archiving everything
Updating
for
stuff.
October.
No, updating the info section.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Because we changed names, so we need to do that. But I already took care of all that now.
Okay, cool.
And also, cool thing I found in my flash drive is the flyer that I made years ago when I was going to Mount Mercy.
Oh, wow,
I think
cool.
it was Mount Mercy or Kirkwood. And so I updated that just for shits and giggles.
Oh, wow.
Maybe you should put that in the chat
The the flyer? I don't think I can upload files
Oh,
unless I put it in a
on the
Google
Facebook
Doc.
chat.
Oh, Facebook chat? Yeah, give me a second. I can do that. It's already saved. Just gotta
hmm.
remember where it was at.
Yeah, so I'll tell you something. My body is still a little out of sorts because of Monday and yesterday, but I think by the weekend I should be back to normal because when we have the time change, it usually takes me about a week to get adjusted. So yeah, it took me. Yeah, it
Whoops, wrong
usually takes me
chat.
it usually takes me a week to adjust to the new time change. It's just it. I mean, I'll be honest. Who's for doing away with this? The daylight saving time,
He
because it's ridiculous. And one other thing, and even the supervisor at my job gets worried about this. Now that the sun goes down early, you know, because I'll be honest, as much as I like doing this, going to some parts of town does make me a little nervous. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some of the not so friendly neighborhoods.
Well, I just want everyone who listens to our show or pays attention to us in any way
Mhm.
to keep what I said tonight in mind
Mhm.
because I'm not joking. My wife thinks I'm trying to play around.
Mhm.
I'm I'm actually very serious about this because I'm so incredibly saddened
Mhm.
by how this country has.
Yeah, because the media said, "Oh, there's gonna be a big blue wave." Didn't happen, right, Tim?
No, it didn't.
Mm-mm.
Then again, Trumplicans have been saying there's going to be a huge red wave, and that didn't happen either.
Mhm. But in all seriousness, it's just nice to know that it's just nice to know that today I see the TV. There are no more ads. Period.
Thank heavens.
Because it's like I was so sick and tired of saying, "Oh, candidate A did such and such. I can do better." Candidate B's like, "No, candidate B did that. I can do better." It's like, I just want to hear plans. I don't care. If I were to run, I will never run. I wouldn't run a negative ad campaign. It's like I'm thinking, you don't care what they did. All you care about is what I want to do for you. All right.
If I run, I may have a few negative ads, but they would be with a certain purpose,
Mm,
never to directly disparage the
mm,
opponent,
yeah.
just to say, we have these facts.
Mhm.
These are the facts, these are the truths, and this is what I do not want to do.
Hmm. All right. So let's see. We're down to less than 3 minutes already. Yep. Almost time for the show to be over. But anyway, we're gonna have some fun tomorrow and Friday. Get our minds off of the election for a little while. So tomorrow is Nearly Naughty Mad Libs, and Friday will be another edition of Family Friendly Cards Against Humanity.
Yay!
I'm gonna let you guys go.
Okay, cool. Take it easy, man.
Yep.
Bye, Frodo.
See ya.
Yeah, we figured, and you know what? I just realized something else. We've got the holidays coming up anyway. Why don't we just, for the rest of this year, we're going to designate Thursday and Friday as the fun nights.
I agree.
Wait, what?
For the rest of this year, on Thursday and Friday, we're just going to make them fun nights. We're going to do, we could switch them up next week. Do family friendly cards against humanity Thursday, and then Mad Libs on Friday, and then switch back and forth.
I'd be down for that. Yeah, heck
Yeah,
yeah.
just do that. Yeah, just do that for the rest of the year. Then we get back. We get back to normal because everything's been so thrown off this year anyway. So
Yep. Sounds good to me. I'm down
yeah,
for that.
yeah, we can just do that for the rest of the year. So Thursday and Friday will be the fun days for real.
Yes. That means tomorrow is Mad Libs and Friday is Cards
Cards
Against
Against Humanity,
Humanity.
exactly. So that is what we're gonna do for the rest of 2020. Kind of, kind of try to forget all the insanity we've had to deal with this year.
And then after the first of the year, that's when we'll start the rotation of shows
We'll
back up again.
Yep, we'll get back. We will get it back to normal. It's like this year's been so insane. Let's just have fun. Let's just try to have some fun.
So, Food Fascinations, Secrets of the Unknown, all that, it's all going on hiatus until
Yeah,
after the first of the year.
yeah, and it'll give us
Sounds good.
and it will give us plenty of time to get material for for the things and so forth. So that's going to be a big help for all of us. Anyway, all right. So anyway, tomorrow will be Nearly Naughty Mad Libs. And Friday, of course, will be family friendly Cards Against Humanity. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit the ending, but I'm not going to officially end the show just yet. So where is my ending? Here it is.
Oh yes. Oh my.
All right. That's it for tonight. I'm just going to say love, peace, and chicken grease. Everybody have a great night. Sleep well. Stay safe. Don't drive yourself crazy about getting the results. Because trust me, I know people who are driving themselves mad. Okay?
And and remember to respect the process.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's true. None of us want Donald Trump to win, but realistically speaking, there is still an outside chance he could.
Right. Exactly. All right.
And all ballots that have been cast legally
Mm-hmm.
need to be counted no matter who they are for.
Right. Agreed. All right. So, just remember this is one of those situations where we may not know till next week. Possibly. I could be wrong on that too. But anyway, everybody have a great night. Sleep well, stay safe, and we will see you tomorrow for Nearly Naughty Mad Libs. Good night, everybody.
Shanna.